Will the United States keep a promise that it made almost 200 years ago? Well, that's a question leaders of the Cherokee Nation continue to ask as they renew their efforts to seat a delegate in the U.S. House of Representatives. Our Washington Bureau Chief Alex Cameron is following those latest developments.
Toward the end of last year, the Cherokee were encouraged, hopeful a delegate might get seated before the end of the 117th Congress. But it didn't happen. Now it's a new Congress with new leadership and old questions.
Re-educating people is just sort of part of the way things work up here.
Chief Chuck Hoskin Jr. says that involves reminding members that contained in the 1835 Treaty of New Echota, which forced them to give up their ancestral homelands in the southeastern U.S., is language stating that the Cherokee shall be entitled to a delegate in the House of Representatives of the United States whenever Congress shall make provision for the same.
It's time for this body to honor this promise.
The delegate issue was the subject of a hearing last November in the Rules Committee, which Oklahoma Congressman Tom Cole now chairs.
The hearing was a good place to start.
But Cole says it was only a start, and that many of the questions that came up there over how the Cherokee chose their delegate, Kim Teehee, whether seating her would amount to dual representation, and whether it would open the door to similar claims by other tribes, now have to be answered for a new group of representatives.
It's going to take a big educational effort for members of Congress.
Hoskin says they'll do what it takes and believes they will succeed because it comes down to a very basic idea.
Should America keep its promise or not? Did it always intend to keep this promise? I think that speaks to a lot of members of Congress, irrespective of their party.
And Congressman Cole says for this truly to go anywhere, it's likely going to have to start not in the Rules Committee, but in committees of jurisdiction, either Natural Resources, where he says most Native American legislation originates, or Judiciary. I'll be watching. In our Washington Bureau, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex Cameron.